7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Holt Growers. This is actually my house behind me. I noticed some water in the basement and we need to take care of it here in Eau Claire. Every time it rains, water comes down this chimney, hits the side and rots down it, and you can see right where the problem is right there. Alright, there's what we got. We've got some basic tools right here. Your hammer, 16 ounce, 2 pound, pry bar, flathead screwdriver. We've got a wrecking blade or a demolition blade, reciprocating saw. We've got our glass blocks and a pair of gloves. Gloves are important, don't want to slice up our hands. Some caulking, a level, tape measure, and the track system. So let's get started on tearing that cluster out and see what we got going on. Okay, so this is the interior of that window that we're going to be replacing with concrete block. I'm just moving stuff out of the way here so we can address it. You can see it comes down and it's the chimney for the water heater right there. Okay. All of this is just insulation that's been put in, and I need to clear out that piece of plywood. You can tell it's not sealed at all, really, and do some measuring, make sure the block's going to fit well. The idea is to have 3 of those blocks on the bottom here, and then there'll be 2 up there and 1 over there. I'm going to be using some fire block spray foam to fill in the gap between and around that chimney. Should work. We'll find out, I suppose, and go from there. And that's about it on the inside. I do need to get some tools, and I will get back to you on how we're going to do this and get started. This is a low spot in the concrete. As you can see, there's water coming in, sitting. We haven't had rain in about a day and a half, and you can see the moisture down there. Really bad right there. And what it's coming in, you can see right there, is it's coming in off of that chimney, right through that hole, pooling on top of the water heater. I mean, see that? And then running down the water heater, and it just follows the path of least resistance. And alright, let's see what we got here. Need to fill in these gaps, and we'll go from there. So I got a rag here, towel, and the thing is, you want to make sure that it's level and cleaned off. Even with this track system that I'm using right there, you still want to make sure it's level and cleaned off really well, because otherwise the caulking that creates the seal won't seal well. So oh, that's interesting. That's the chimney. I was hoping to leave it intact, but I'll put it over there for right now. That'll make it easier. I don't have to work around it. So alright, so now what we want to do, we've got it cleaned off, and now it's time to dry fit. The key to dry fitting is very important, so make sure everything fits in here. What I didn't do is I didn't take out this block of wood here. I took out this side. It should be wide enough. I have about a 1/2 inch of clearance on both total. So if in dry fitting I need more width, I'll end up ripping that part off too. So So dry fitting is pretty simple. You just simply put them in. And again, we want that lip on the outside so rainwater has a place to run off. So those look good. Now, since that chimney comes out about right here, I'm going with a little narrow block on top. Carefully dry fit that in. And it looks like I don't have the clearance on the top for my track system. So this bottom plate's going to have to come out. And this is why dry fitting is so important, because now I need to take out this bottom plate and that plate and make this hole a little bigger. All right, now putting it back together. So the first thing that goes in is our low track. It's right here, and we're going to mark it and cut it in place. So those are dividers, by the way. Again, with the track, we're going to dry fit everything, and then we'll come back in with the caulking. So, see how this works? That's quite a bit of a gap there. Probably should fill that in with some mortar, which means I need to go get some mortar. Hoping to have this done. So what I'm gonna do, because that's all I had left of that, is I'll get some mortar for these sides. So let's go ahead and finish dry fitting this in, and then I'll go get some mortar. So you can see that track just sits right there, but that one's a little short, so and then my last one here, sit right there. Chimney will come out this hole. Alright, I need to go get some mortar. Alright, so tube of caulking. This is glass block silicone sealant. That's the stuff you're supposed to use. formulated specifically for glass block. I'm pretty sure you can't see very well in that picture because of the lighting, but there's 6 glass block, and then I have that fire block foam block I created using expanding foam around this chimney. Glass block went in pretty well. It had some hiccups in making the hole bigger. I was hoping to leave some of that wood in place and not have to use near as much mortar on the sides, but that's the way it goes. Alright, so next video is actually going to cover transplanting these things. They're rhubarb and asparagus, so stay tuned for that video. Should be coming out next week. But back to the window. Right there it is, folks. That's the window. It looks pretty good. I like it. I definitely like how it turned out. And it does provide quite a bit of natural lighting. The nice thing about glass block too is it doesn't catch on fire, so there's always that plus. So thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video, felt it was beneficial to you, hit that like button, share it, subscribe. I'd appreciate your help growing this channel. There is that YouTube algorithm that is just crazy. So comments, likes, shares, all that stuff goes into that. So if you have any tips on how I can improve the glass block, I'd greatly appreciate it, because there's a couple other windows and spaces in the basement I'd like to add some glass block to and get more natural light down there. So let me know your thoughts, and this is it for this week at Holt Growers. As always, get out, grow something today, and may God richly bless you.